And 10 minutes remaining to shop, so we're going to try to show you as much as we can, starting with our brand new blue topaz and black spinel. If you are a gemstone lover, get ready, because these are hand-selected, beautiful blue topaz back with black spinel. Now the topaz alone is over 2.62 carats in the earrings, and then you have the black spinel matching back with it. I'm going to run through every piece quickly because we don't have a ton of these available, and in fact, if you want the whole set, you've kind of got to be ready at this point. The earrings are available for you, fewer than 100. We were supposed to do them at $69. We are doing them at $59, and they're on FlexPay for $14.98, $11 and change if you're using your HSN charge card. These also have the snap back design, similar to the Omega back, so really secure, really easy to wear. The most affordably priced piece of the entire collection is your solitaire in that sky blue, surrounded by the halo, the half halo design in your black spinel. That's only $39 from $49, even though it's brand new. And then I adore this pendant. The pendant we took from $59 to $49. It's $12 and change on your charge card. Even in the design of the under gallery, you have that European piercing work. I mean, everything about this screams expensive, fine gemstone jewelry, except for the price and the fact that today you're getting free shipping and everything's on for flexible payments. And blue topaz, when we talk about blue topaz, #1 best-selling color gemstone in America, period.
You see us both. We are wearing blue. It is the season. I think the framing of the spinel even makes that carat, that beautiful size carat of that blue topaz pop even more. And I love its design. It kind of has this concave feel that even with, it kind of is like an amphitheater of light. So when you have the bend in the design, then you're getting luster and brilliance coming off of that spinel, but all different angles. Different angles of the ring as I move it around, each one individually at different times, having that flash, the scintillation, which I like to call, that is the paparazzi spark, the spark. It's the flashes coming off that spinel.
Yes. And again, look at the earring. So you don't have to buy the entire set, although with that FlexPay, why not? And honestly, you could buy all 3 pieces for what you might expect to pay for one. But if you're thinking about the whole set, now with about 50 earrings, only 50 people can do all 3 of these. And this is just, I mean, it is truly the perfect finishing touch, Sarah. It's not over the top, it's just perfect.
And I want to talk about, you said, if you're a gemstone, a color gemstone lover, can I tell you now, the colored gemstones are battling diamonds now for popularity. They truly are, because it just, I am in love. These are genuine gemstones. This has sterling silver, 925 sterling silver, and then that spinel, you said it earlier, and I just want to reiterate, spinel you don't see. You're not walking into the mall. You are going to, high-end designers are getting spinel. That is where you're seeing it in the magazines, because it's such a phenomenal, like I said, it truly battles that black diamond, which you're going to spend quite a bit of money on.
Okay, hang in there. We're going to be wrapping this up. We're going to do a last call. All 3 pieces still available for you, but we've got to show you one that